In today's energy markets, let's take a look at WTI Crude Futures today as they're realizing a nice move higher here today. We're seeing them up for a second session and coming off the lows, intraday lows yesterday for the week, and currently trading right around the 62.20 level and regaining a little strength here, basically down about 1% for the week, so still not regaining all the ground lost earlier in the week, but setting a little bit of an upward tone here as we close out the week. And looking at some of the factors playing in today's action, I think a couple of things come to mind. I think certainly there was a reaction yesterday to some of the news coming out of Washington, D.C. Regarding taxes, and that caused some selling pressure across many different asset classes. And we're seeing some of that kind of being discounted today. And with that, we're seeing the equity markets up nicely today, and we're also seeing WTI bouncing back nicely today as well. And the other theme I think that is impacting the futures market today is the U.S. dollar now breaking below 91. So we're seeing some weakness here in the U.S. dollar. And I think that's helping to drive WTI crude futures higher as well. Now, a couple of things to point out as we close out the week. We have rig counts that came out today, and we did see a decline of 1 week over week for the oil rigs. Gas rigs unchanged week over week, oil rigs down 1. That's the first decline since March. So we're seeing the first decline in basically a month. And, so we're seeing this uptrend that we did realize the last several weeks slowing, at least to this point. But at the same time, I think there's a couple other things that need to be focused on as we move into the next week. And number one would be OPEC Plus meeting. We have that on Wednesday next week. It kicks off on Wednesday. So the market's going to be very focused on that now as we continue to see some shifting dynamics in the Middle East. And certainly it has had an impact on oil prices here the last couple of weeks.